Hi there, gorgeous! I hope you've had a great week. Happy Friday to you. This video is very relaxed. We're just sitting down, talking about makeup. I went to Family Dollar this morning, picked up some stuff I have never tried before. A lot of these are LA Colors products. I also have a mascara that was sent to me in PR by L'Oreal, so I want to try that out as part of this video. So we'll just relax, chill out, and have fun. First product I want to share with you is from LA Colors. This is a nude palette. Don't really know the name of it, but it looks like this. And I wanted to try it. It was incredibly inexpensive. I want to say $3 for that. So I already have my eyeshadow primer applied. I used the Milani one today. So I will start with, let's take this shade at the top of the palette. Am I zoomed in enough? Let me see. Oh, okay, I can come in closer. Hello. So I'm going to apply that into the crease. So how are you? How are you doing? How is everyone feeling? What's going on? I'm just gonna chit chat and I'll just share random thoughts that just pop into my head. So everyone is doing really well here at home. No issues to report. Everybody's thriving and happy and healthy and yeah, well, not really healthy right now. Poor Gia and Ace got a little bit of a cold, and it was because we took them to a splash pad last Friday and they had such a ball. It was cute because the splash pad was just built. They took this park, it was an existing park, and they completely I can't talk today. Renovated. Redid the whole park so that they could install a splash pad there. And it's really cute because now they have AstroTurf underneath the jungle gyms and all that, so if the kids fall, it's not as hard of a surface. Anyway, so we took the 3 kids down there, husband and I, and we get in there and Jet and Gia are like, don't know about that. So when you know it, here comes little baby Ace, 9 months old. He is so into that splash pad. He was all over that thing. He was having a blast. By the way, it was great because nobody was there. We were the only ones there. And at one point it was so cute because Ace was having such a good time, but all he had on was a diaper. Taking this shade next, by the way. It was a little swim diaper, you know, one of those that's waterproof enough to where they can wear it and it's not going to swell up when they're in the water. And so he had no clothes on, and it was like, what, 90 degrees here that day? It was the perfect weather. And he was at one point going, it just got so cold, but didn't complain. Never complained once. And it was only because I saw him shivering and shaking like that. I immediately picked him up, wrapped him in a towel, got him all warmed up. And then no sooner he got all warmed up, that child wanted to get back down and go right back into the splash pad. It was hilarious. Okay, so the pigment is pretty good on this palette so far. You can already see that the crease color was amazing. I have a little bit of a struggle with this lid color, although it could be just the color itself. It's not really coming off, although maybe it is. It's just really, really light. So I think what I'm going to do is take the shade above it, because it's a little bit darker. Once Jet and Gia were watching Ace pal around on the splash pad, they started to get a little more brave, and then they joined in, and everybody was having a great time just running through the water. It was so cute. Okay, so I'm getting a little disappointed here with this pigment. It's not really, look at that. It's the crease color was great. It's the lid colors that are not showing up well at all here. So I'm going to change my direction a little bit. And I think what I'll do is try to go in with one of these 2 colors on the bottom here. Not struggled with LA Colors this badly before. Typically their palettes are really, really good. Well, that's a little bit better, but I'm not really liking this. Has anyone else tried these palettes from LA Colors? Let me know. Let me know what your experience was with them, because this is not so good. This is horrible. So anyway, my whole point of telling you the splash pad story is that about Monday or Tuesday after that Friday, Gia and Ace came down with a little cold, sniffles, runny nose, you know, just your random common cold. So they've been a little under the weather this past week, but that's only because they haven't had the opportunity to build up their immune systems. I mean, you know, and I'm not going to live my life in fear. I just won't do it, okay? I will not do it. Well, I think this is about as good as it's going to get with this palette. I've tried nearly every dark color from this palette, and that's what I'm getting. I mean, I even used these two together, layered over one another to what, on my lid, what you're seeing right there. That's what I got. It's not terrible. It doesn't look bad, but I mean, it could be better. This next product is one that was sent to me by PR. It's the only one that is not under $10, I believe. Well, if you go to Walmart, it's $10.97, but it's $13.99 at Ulta. So, depending on where you go. This is the Air Volume Mega Mascara, L'Oreal. The shade that I'm showing you here is Blackest Black, and I have a battery warning. Gotta change my battery. When you look at the before and afters with this mascara, they're really amazing. That's what it looks like. And that is what the wand looks like. This is not waterproof, so it's not going to hold a curl very well. But if I had paired it up with a waterproof mascara, I'm sure the results would have been even more fantastic. But I can already tell just from that initial application how amazing this is. This is great stuff. And you can probably see it if I look down a little better, what it did to my lashes. It is a thick formula. It dries incredibly fast. Not super fast, but it doesn't stay wet to where you're going to mess anything up. Okay, so for my lashes, I went ahead and added a style from my lash line, Inky Minky Lashes. I'll have them linked for you below if you're interested. These are in the style Authentic. I love these. And I also did add a little bit of that mascara to the tips of the lashes to help them stand out a little bit more. So that's why they look more yes. And for the brows, I used the Soap and Glory, what was it? Archery brow pencil. I love this. It's amazing. One of my favorites. I need to get another one because I'm almost done with it. For the face, I picked up this concealer to try from LA Colors. It's called Conceal It Cover and Correct. This is in the shade Fair. I typically do not like applicators like this. I'm going to take a small amount, hopefully. That's why I don't like these. Okay, this looks like it may be really light. So I won't apply much of it. Goodness. Yes. I mean, it's no lack of coverage there. Goodness. Okay, so you saw how much I used. I'm going to add a little bit more, right about there, to help conceal this small little area. But it blends in really, really well. I'm not struggling at all to get this to blend in. Coverage is beautiful, isn't it? For $3. Was it $3? $2. Wow. Gracious, that's gorgeous. I love it. I didn't think I would. I mean, obviously we haven't seen how it wears just yet, but so far, the coverage and the application was amazing. For the foundation, I'm using this one from Beauty. This is one I've used so many times in the past. It's one that I like to use when I'm testing out powders because it's a foundation that if you use the wrong powder, it doesn't last long at all throughout the day. And so the powder that I'm testing is from LA Colors also. It says it mattifies and sets makeup. So I'll go ahead and apply the Beauty foundation here quickly. You know what's really interesting about that concealer? It set itself. You know how some concealers can be a little emollient under the eyes after you apply them? This one isn't. It's like I already applied powder to it. It's totally bizarre and set. So I am going to be using a brush separately. They do offer a powder puff that comes with the powder. I typically don't like to use those though. So I'm going to take this on a fluffy but densely packed brush and lightly sweep it across the face. So far, so good. I am also going to go back with a little bit more of this shade from the palette, and I'm going to use that on the lower lash line a little bit. And I'll also apply some of that mascara I used earlier to the lower lashes. Look at this. This is crazy. If you're in the market for a new mascara, you have got to try this stuff. Oh, I have another eye to do. Here I am ready to put it away. Oh, that's just unreal. Yes, color on the face because right now it's looking a little ghostly. Okay, so next product, last product actually, is another one from LA Colors. This is their bronzer in the shade Beach Babe. I don't know, we'll see. It's a little warm. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, but as a blush, it's pretty. Now for lips. Lips. Okay, this will not be a new product. I gotta pick one. So I'm going with this one from Joah. It's in the shade Shady. You can get Joah at CVS stores, by the way. This is a plum wine lip liner. Flower, plum. Okay, that'll work. Ooh, well, hello. Shiny. It's safe to say the powder didn't hold up very well. I have been wearing this, goodness gracious, it's almost 1 a.m. if you can believe it. Sorry, I just can't sit there and look at myself with all this shine going on. The eyeshadow, with as much as I struggled to get it on my eyes, it's there. I mean, it didn't fade, even though I honestly had expected it to. And I feel like it's more lived in looking. It's not like, I just edited the video before I filmed this check-in, and it looks really, really red on camera. I couldn't believe how red this eyeshadow looked, but right now it doesn't look as red. It may look different once I get it into my video editor, but right now it looks actually like good. The concealer, the concealer, actually it's not terrible. I mean, it's really not. I mean, I was pretty happy with that. And if I wanted to extend it a little further, and if you struggle with it, I mean, seriously, what I would recommend doing with it, because it's worth it, I feel like, with the coverage that you got, the way that it felt afterwards, I would I would combine it up with the e.l.f. under eye primer. This is for concealer. This really does help to extend the wear time of concealer. I think these two together would be fabulous. And the mascara, oh my gosh, this did not flake at all. It didn't smear, it didn't smudge. This is amazing stuff. It's new favorite of mine. I love it. The eyeshadow palette I'm still on the fence with. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't like, don't buy it, because you can see it did have color payoff. It just took a lot of effort to get there. If you don't mind layering and working with the eyeshadows a little bit more, then I think you'd be happy with it, especially at a $3 price point. Will it be one that I use in the future? Possibly, but probably not, because I like to have quicker results than that. It's a personal thing. But anyway, I hope that you found this helpful today. I really enjoyed sitting down and getting to spend this time with you. I hope that you enjoyed it also and got to chill for a second and check out, because gosh, don't we all need to check out every now and then? Seriously. That's what I'm going to go do in a few minutes here. Anyway, I hope that you have a beautifully blessed weekend ahead. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch. I look forward to seeing you again next week. That's it. All right. I got to go to bed before I really run out of words. Good night.